Hi, my name is Leo and today I'm 2.5 years on testosterone. The last time I shaved and trimmed my beard was 8 days ago, so this is pretty much what grows in a week. Not along the jawline, I've grown that for a longer time, but here on the cheeks and especially on my neck. I think my neck is pretty hairy. There's a lot of beard hair there, and I always shave that, but now it's getting sunny. Usually I shave this part, I tidy everything up in my face and on my neck, but this time I just wanted to grow it all out because I just wanted to see what's going on there right now, specifically for this video, because this is my 2.5 years on testosterone video, and I think beard and facial hair is an essential part of it. So I wanted to let it grow out for the sake of documentation. Now I saw it, now you saw it, and now I can shave again. And tomorrow I guess I will tidy up my face again and then it's all gone. Not all, of course, because I like the jawline beard thing. I really like that, and also my stash thingy. I've got used to it and I think it suits me. I definitely keep this. I was pondering about shaving it all off and just see how my face looks now without a beard, but I think it's too early. It's too early to shave everything off voluntarily. You know, I work at the opera, and sometimes there are directors who want their actors to be shaved in their face. It would be interesting how my face looks without a beard now. But no, it's too early to shave. Besides my facial hair, there are some annotations I want to make regarding my body, but since you can't see my body right now, I think it's more logical to do it as voiceover while you see the comparison pictures. And here they are. Yesterday my mom and I skipped through some old pictures on her phone, and they were from, I don't know, 5 years ago, so I was definitely pre-T. And my mom was so startled and she said, "You are so alien to me in these pictures." And I said, yes, it's the same for me. It's incredible how fast you can get used to your new looks and your new self. Another annotation to the beard. Acne is still an issue, and underneath the beard there are lots of zits and pimples. And I think it's good that the beard hides them. I'm pretty dysphoric about acne, and the beard helps me to deal with it, I guess. I've lost roughly about 2 kilograms since top surgery revision. That's 4.4 pounds, and I guess it's a mix of muscle mass and body fat that I lost. My last workout was 7 weeks ago, because the revision was 7 weeks ago. During the first 4 weeks post-op, I spent most of the day at home, so I didn't really move that much. Now, 1 week ago, I was on a job to film a concert, and that was the first time in a long time that I had to use my muscles again. I use a camera rig to stabilize the picture, and during the job I didn't feel anything because of adrenaline and I was just focused on my work. But afterwards I was dying. As soon as I let down that rig, I had such a pain in my arms. It was incredible. I thought I wouldn't be able to move my arms for the next 3 days. It was really painful and I felt like cramps in my arms. First thing I did when I came home was drinking a magnesium drink And I think that was the solution, because the next day, I noticed it the next day in my arms, and also 2 days afterwards, but it was nothing compared to what I felt after the job. I was lucky that I didn't have to go through that pain for days. So now I know when I hit the gym again, I should definitely take it easy, because my muscles have been in a coma for weeks. I have to get used to working out again, and I shouldn't rush with anything.
Voice comparison number 1, English.
And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.
And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Nummer 2, Deutsch.
Mein Vater, und hörest du nicht, was Erlenkönig mir leise verspricht? Sei ruhig, bleibe ruhig, mein Kind, in dürren Blättern säuselt der Wind.
Mein Vater, und hörest du nicht, was Erlenkönig mir leise verspricht? Sei ruhig, bleibe ruhig, mein Kind, in dürren Blättern säuselt der Wind. Nummer 3, Ruski.
Nasze Tania grunka плачет, уронила в речку мячик. Ты же, Танечка, не плачь, не утонет в речке мяч.
Nasza Tania gromka plače, uronila w rečku mячик. Ty же, Tanečka, nie plać, nie utone w rečki мяч. Remember when I told you about my voice issues? One thing I noticed, and I'm a bit worried about it, is that my voice feels a bit weak on some days. I'm not even sure if you can hear it, but I feel it. I feel it in my vocal cords that my voice is breaking, but not like the puberty breaking. It's just a feeling of weakness. It's that I can't reach the full depth or the full tone, the full range, the full amplitude of my voice. And I notice it, I feel it. Unfortunately, the situation hasn't improved. I'm still struggling with my voice and my vocal cords. I'm not entirely sure if you can hear it, especially in the voice comparison. I saw an otorhinolaryngologist for this problem, an ear, nose, and throat doctor. I addressed the throat part of his doctor's title, and he looked into my vocal cords with a tiny lamp on a long stick, and this goes into your throat, and it was very uncomfortable. I was really happy when it was over. The only thing he could see in there was tiny drops of mucus on my left vocal cord, so not very much actually, because this can come from basically anything. He diagnosed me with functional dysphonia, which in contrast to organic dysphonia means that there isn't an organic cause for it, so nothing is really damaged, but it doesn't have its whole function. I bet there's a more professional definition for this. He told me to see another specialist who specializes in vocal cord stuff and speech and language. It's a phoniatrist, and I didn't know that there is a discipline called phoniatry, but obviously there is. Apparently, this is like a subcategory of ear, nose, and throat doctor. So now I have an appointment with a phoniatrist, and he will check everything around my voice, I guess, the range of my voice, how low I can speak, how high I can speak, my average tone, things like that. This, and I think he will do the same thing with the little lamp on the stick into my throat. Not so happy about that, but a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, right? After the appointment with the phoniatrist, I will start a therapy with a speech therapist. Yay for therapies. It's like learning to speak. They teach you how to use your voice and how to speak without effort and things like that. Maybe also how to breathe correctly. Just things like that. I mean, basically everything should work fine as long as you are a human being with a voice, but for some human beings, a speech therapist is necessary. Honestly, I've thought about seeing a speech therapist for a while now, even before I had the vocal problems, because I think it can't hurt to know how your voice works and to know how to use your voice properly. I didn't do it because I would have to pay for it and I think it's pretty expensive. But now that I'm diagnosed with dysphonia, my insurance has to cover it. Yeah, finally, insurance. Good thing. Yay for insurances. So I'm not happy that my voice is messed up, but I'm happy that there might be a solution, and I think this therapy will really, it will be interesting, because I know that there are breathing exercises and things you can do to train your voice, but speech therapy is on a pretty professional level of all of these exercises. I'm really thrilled about that. I heard that my voice was definitely different in my haircut video. On some days my voice is pretty much normal, but on other days there's a complete lack of foundation and my voice is so weak. I can't call anyone because I would have to speak up way more than I would usually do on the phone, and this is exhausting. This is not good for your voice if you have to put so much pressure on it, because it can damage your vocal cords in the long run, and you don't want that. I don't want that. I really don't want to have any major damage to my vocal cords. Who would? That's it for my 2.5 years on testosterone. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye.